Hey, what's up guys? Nam here, and today we're going to be talking about what's the main difference between secure credit cards and unsecured credit cards. If you're new to my channel, here I talk about personal finance, so if you're into that type of stuff, start by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So let me start off with secure cards. You may hear me interchangeably use secure cards or secure credit cards, and they pretty much mean the same thing, but let me tell you why. A lot of secure cards initially just start off just as that, but eventually they become a credit card. So secure credit cards are used to help people build credit from scratch or rebuild your credit if you have bad credit. So if you have no credit at all, or you're young and maybe this is your first time opening up any type of card, secure cards may be the best option for you. That's only if you don't have a parent that allows you to get added on one of their credit cards. So if you have nobody to help build credit off of, then secure credit cards are perfect for you. This is also true if you have very poor credit and you're in need of repairing your credit. Typically, secure cards require you to provide a cash security deposit, and this is usually equal to your credit line. So for example, if you have a card that requires you to have a deposit of $500 cash minimum, this means that you have $500 available to you, and this is the maximum balance that you can have on this card. The main reason why the bank will hold this deposit is that they really don't know your history, and if you have bad credit, this protects them and it's just an extra layer of security just in case if you don't pay the bill. So imagine a secure card as a credit card that has training wheels where you can practice good credit uses until you can upgrade to a traditional unsecured credit card. The good thing about secure cards is that the account activity will be reported to the credit bureaus. This is very important because this is what will help you build your credit. Keeping your balance relatively low or paying your bills on time every single month, this will help improve your credit score over time. Typically, you want to keep a secure card anywhere from 6 months to almost a year just to build enough credit history until you can upgrade to an unsecured credit card. So what an unsecured credit card is probably what you're used to. This is a traditional type of credit card where you apply for and they check your credit report and they give you a credit line that allows you to spend up to a certain amount. Another thing about unsecured credit cards is that depending on the type of unsecured credit card you can get really depends on your credit report. You can still get traditional credit cards with a lower than average credit, but typically the type of unsecured credit cards that are targeted towards those people with below average credit tend to have higher fees such as interest. But as a wise credit card user, you should really never hold a balance on your credit card anyways. There are some people who say that you should have at least 1% of your credit line as a balance just to show the bank that you're actually using the card, but I don't think it's worth it because you shouldn't be having to pay interest just to show the bank that you're actually using the card. Now let's dig a little bit deeper about the reward system. Everybody wants to earn cash back, points, and miles. But in the beginning stages of your credit career, all you should be really worrying about is building that credit so you can get to that level where you can get better credit cards so you can earn and churn all those points. But if you are interested in earning points and cash back, and I'm pretty sure that you are, I must say that the best secured credit card that you can get will be the Discover It secured card. So I'm by no shape or form being sponsored by Discovered, but I'm just sharing you what I found about the Discover It card and why is it so great. So let me give you a quick rundown of what this card is all about. So since this is a secure card, you will be required to place a refundable security deposit, and I believe it's $200 when you apply. But this is where it gets a little bit better. With this secure card, you get 2% cash back on gas stations and restaurants up to $1,000 each quarter. Plus you earn an unlimited 1% cash back on all other purchases automatically. And what's better yet is that they automatically match all the cash back that you earn at the end of the first year. They also said that you don't have to do anything special or there's no catch and there's no limit on how much they will match. Not only the rewards set this aside from most secure credit cards, they also have no foreign transaction fees. So this works especially well if you're a college student or you're just traveling abroad because you won't get charged those expensive currency exchange rates. To be completely honest, you probably could hold on to this card for the rest of your credit career, or you can just wait until Discover evolves this into the regular Discover It credit card. Because for a secured credit card, this card does a pretty good job of satisfying your needs compared to a traditional unsecured credit card. There are some other cards that I can mention as well, but you can check my best credit cards for bad credit card video, and I'll list out all the best recommendations for secured credit cards. So since you have a basic understanding of the difference between secure cards and unsecured credit cards, now let's talk about which one is right for you. My recommendation is to start off with secured credit cards. The main reason why I say this is that rather than piggybacking off your parents' cards, by having your own individual card gives you the responsibility of managing your own finances. This gives you the ability to receive monthly statements, make sure you pay your bills on time every month, and just keeping up to date with your spending habits. This shows you how to be an adult. A lot of times, if you're added on as an authorized user, like your parents or another person, you may not receive those statements online or through mail, meaning that you'd probably be less involved in your finances compared to getting a card on your own. Another reason why I think Secure Cards is great as a first-time card user is that you're only limited for so much that you can spend. Of course, you may look at this as being so constricting, but having $500 credit limit is not necessarily a bad thing. I know I've been talking about secured credit cards being the best for first-time card users, but I believe if you have below average credit, secured credit cards are best for you too. The main reason why I believe these cards are such a powerful tool is that people who have below average credit, this will help you repair your credit and also get you back on the right track. Because you have bad or poor credit for a reason. Whether something happened to you in your life or poor spending habits, traditional credit cards messed up your current credit situation. And it's okay if your credit is not where you want to be right now. You can always get back on track and rebuild your credit again. But now let's talk about a different type of individual. Now let's say that you're somebody who's added on as an authorized user on somebody else's credit card. So if this is the case, you probably built up a credit history, have a credit score, and you probably got your credit card responsibilities down pat. Then I would just probably go ahead and get a traditional unsecured credit card. The reason being is that because you already know how to use a credit card, and to get the most out of credit cards is by using traditional unsecured credit cards. Because most of those type of cards will get you the best cash back, bonuses, points, and higher levels of credit available. I know top players in the personal finance space like Dave Ramsey. He's really against the use of credit cards and how people overestimate their abilities to use a credit card responsibly. Me personally, I like Dave Ramsey, I respect his teaching and his content, but I can understand why he has a certain belief. He has the 7 baby steps to financial freedom, but I also have simple steps of my own for credit card use. Number 1, don't buy anything that you can't pay outright with cash. Number 2, make sure you pay your balances in full every single month. If you were to do those 2 steps and just repeat, you can really never go wrong with credit cards. What I'm really trying to get here is that credit cards can be a great financial tool if used responsibly. Of course, credit cards should not be viewed as a moneymaker or anything that you should be counting on as a source of income. Rather, it should be looked as a tool to get a small percent return on expenses that you already occur in normal daily life. Final thoughts. If you are a newbie to the credit card space, I'm gonna say that secured credit cards are the way to go. Just keep in mind that when you do carry a secured card and decide to have a balance, you will still get interest charges because the security deposit won't be used to make monthly payments automatically. On the other hand, unsecured credit cards can be a little risky for new credit card users since being late on payments and holding large balances can be very costly and risky for the future of your credit. Alright guys, if you want to learn more about personal finance and credit cards, come hang out with me some more over here.